Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out AI, the Somnium Files on Nintendo Switch. Different options here. Whoa, God, this game is loud. Okay, calm down, my friend. I'll leave the voice volume high though. I think that's better. Yeah. Oh, we can set the brightness. Oh, that's unusual. How about right there? Oh, English voices, Japanese voices. You know, I normally prefer the Japanese voice option, but I don't want to talk, so let's go with the English voices instead. Starting with English, yeah. What is this, Face Off? Alright, right, I know it's an old movie. Give me a break. Yeah, umbrellas are for wimps. Day 1, Friday. Sigei. Bloom Park, Friday, 10:54 p.m. Investigation. During investigations, the main character, Date, inspects scenes and collects testimony. Progress by examining objects and talking to people. Date's position is fixed, but you can move the cursor and your view. Try looking around and moving the cursor to find something that catches your eye and inspect it. Is this the control room? The place where the operator sits to turn the ride on and off? I took a look inside, but I didn't see anything that might be a clue. Choices and look. When you speak to a person, you will be presented with choices and look. Use the choices to select the topic of conversation. Look will allow you to observe the person you are speaking to. An inspector from Metro. I hope he finds a lead.
yet, sir.
What's your name?
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name.
Well, that would be something that you would expect a great detective to do, is ask the name. That's part of the detective. Okay, whatever.
It's Kagami, sir.
Thanks for coming out here in this mess.
It's my duty, sir, but thank you.
Why? Can I pick your name again?
It's Kagami, sir.
Okay. How's the investigation coming?
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
A local cop. Local cop. Fence. There's a fence set up around the merry-go-round. Probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. It's a bench. Any suspects?
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From the case 6 years ago.
A case 6 years ago?
For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. A case 6 years ago. The rain's awful, huh?
It's unusual for this time of year. It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
So, what am I doing here?
Are you serious? You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had to tell you. You deserve to know.
Who found the body?
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
After finishing discussing a topic with someone, they might have new things to talk about. When talking to people, choose topics that interest you. You might obtain important information or clues. Selecting log will allow you to recap any previous conversation. What can you tell me about the victim?
Her name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
I call her boss. She runs Abyss, a special branch of the Metropolitan Police Department. I report directly to her. Fence. It's the main column holding up the roof. It's been 8 years since Bloom Park closed. The weather's gotten to it pretty bad. It's a horse from the merry-go-round.
A horse from the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result of a teenage prank.
The city skyscrapers crowd each other. This rain is depressing. Has it been like this all day? Did you just wake up? What are you talking about? The parasol's getting pelted by the rain. The panda ride looks lonely. The body is mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look. I took a step forward.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer? We haven't taken any footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
That's Iba. Her official designation is Eyeball. She's an artificial intelligence built into my fake eye. And AI for an eye. Hey.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Iba's vision modes. While playing through the story, Iba's special vision modes may help you obtain new information. You can now use the zoom mode to enlarge the target. Select zoom and examine the corpse. You can also view the controls with the minus button.
The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
Correct. I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death, blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Several puncture wounds, but no cuts or tears. That means...
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick. What was that?
Analyzing the source of the sound. Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
The noise came from inside.
Date, use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
I threw down my umbrella and ran to the pillar.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
I pushed him aside and ran up on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
No reply. Looking closely, I found a small handle on the column. I grabbed it hard and tried to pull it open.
It won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in there, stay back. Izuki.
Oh, shit, I know everyone apparently.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm... me?
Correct. You are Date.
And you are? You're... Where do I even start with this?
I can answer all of your queries.
Alright then. Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice. Iba?
Indeed.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but...
What are you doing in my dream?
You called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up. I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. It must be because I'm sleeping right now. So things that I should know, I can't remember. My head is all fuzzy. I'm not my usual self. It's like I'm inside someone else's head. What a strange feeling.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan! Activate! Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten? Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness. This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
Alright, let's do this.
Wake Date up, Date's dream world. In this strange and surreal dream, trust the light to wake up Date. Insomnia, you explore a dream to discover the subject's hidden memories. Unlocking the mental locks will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. A guide to unlocking the mental locks is displayed in the upper left corner. First, move Iba closer to the door and investigate. Oh, actually, controller, okay.
A door locked with a padlock.
When investigating things, you can choose from a number of options to give Iba instructions. For now, have Iba investigate the door.
It appears all I have to do is open this door. I can't touch it. That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen! Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed, but it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
In the Somnium world, you are able to investigate objects that have a floating name. A new object has appeared. Move Iba over to it and investigate. Let's see if I can investigate anything else. Alright, it's very picky about what you what you investigate. Sure, fine. We'll just do the thing you want.
A winter iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name.
Let's smell.
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming. Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure. Whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder. You gotta smell it harder.
What? Okay.
Amazing suction. Bravo. Marvelous.
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
You were able to touch it.
Correct.
So, I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
You can check your progress on the left side of the screen. Your actions just now advance your progress. Reach the end to clear the Somnium. You can view the controls in the menu.
A switch. The thorns are gone. Now I can activate the switch. Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
I would rather be sleeping.
Number 1 unlocked. Turned on the light. Okay. You unlocked the turn on the light mental lock. But there is another mental lock in this Somnium. Unlock the next mental lock using the guide. Open the door as a lead. You can also check the tutorial by going to Menu, File, Appendix.
A glass of wine.
Investigate.
A luxurious red wine, popular on the market today. However, this appears to be a much brighter red than a typical bottle.
Maybe it's a full-bodied red from Bourgogne.
I wonder if that trivia will ever prove useful.
Better to be prepared.
A glass of wine.
Smell.
The nose is fresh yet rich. I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
Even a guy like me enjoys good drinks and better company.
But these social engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
Stop. Don't remind me.
A glass of wine.
Have a sip.
Leave it to me.
Oh, from the
Hey.
bottle? What the heck?
I
kinda good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
A skeleton. It appears to be bleeding from the left eye. To the skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name? How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well. Hey, don't ignore me. Stupid, bony man. Your mother is a stupid, bony girl. Bony, bony, bony!
What?
Finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable. A floor lamp shaped like a rose.
Let's lift it up.
It won't move.
It must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
The tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy.
About the basket.
A basket. I cannot see inside it.
Search. I want to tackle the basket.
A model of a UFO, a stuffed chupacabra, and a $1 bill.
Occult stuff, maybe?
Does the occult interest you, Date?
The truth is out there.
It is a trending topic. Anyone could have encountered items such as these.
True. Somebody's into the occult.
This is somewhat different than a cult. A lamp. It looks like a rose.
Let's kick it.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
What are you, a thug?
Oh, okay.
A skeleton.
Hit it.
Know this, skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you. Hi! Yeah! What?
Iba, look! The wall!
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Boss asleep talking. A hidden item in Somnia? There's always one somewhere. No more. I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed.
What?
Okay. How was that?
A gun came out of the skull?
Investigate.
Why is there a gun in this house?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area. In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
Who did you hear that from?
A gun.
Pick it up.
It won't go off?
That should be fine.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Don't get excited.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
Interesting.
A door locked with a padlock.
Point gun in keyhole or shoot? Point gun in keyhole? I don't know.
Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
I suppose. I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. It seems I was key in helping us escape.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
You open the door with a gun-shaped key. Awaken. Day 2, Saturday. Psyche Eye. Police headquarters, Saturday, 9:21 a.m.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
Police officer mannequin.
Have you met my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario. He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
This was the moment I started to worry about Boss's mental health. A soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
So, Boss's old love interest must have been an athlete. Interesting. It's a volleyball.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
How do you know all this stuff?
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
A flag with big catch on it. Shelves. Shelves. What's in all the bags? What? Bags hanging on a rack. Inside the bags are masks, like for costume parties. A cabinet. Wait, tombstone? What? Tombstone? Rest in peace. There are wine bottles lined up. More shells. That's the door. A chair.
Reminds me of you, boss. You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though. You get to the last one, the smallest one, like a child. That's the real me. Like it? It reminds me of you, Date.
My name is Kaname. The kanji for key can be read as Kaname. But that's not my real name. I don't know my real name. I don't know anything about myself past 6 years ago. Oh, okay. Boy, memory loss. Yeah, never heard of that, huh? The entrance. A bookshelf. It's full of files and binders, but I don't know what. It's got books, manga, movies, games, all sorts of stuff. What does she do in here? She has a computer on her desk. The type that has a monitor built in. An electronic darts game.
Why do you have this?
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
A snowboard. A police poster. A boy band poster?
Yup. They're all my husbands.
Uh-huh.
Boss is single, by the way. A symbol.
I use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
I know. I can hear it all the way down the hall.
A lifesaver? Stationary bike? Stationary bike for indoor training. A Christmas tree?
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right? It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
Plaster figure? A decorated Christmas tree. That's been here since the first time I was in this room. Police poster. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger.
That's a Persian rug, you know. Very expensive.
Oh yeah? How much?
10 billion yen.
What are you, in elementary school?
The Persian rug is laid out. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front.
The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Like you and me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Date.
A dead clock. Stickers? Can I point out the stickers? Let's look. She's sitting on the desk casually. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. Suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little. It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
Let's see. About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away, and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible. So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
About Mizuki.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian then.
No, she just lives with me.
Mizuki Okira, the girl we found in the merry-go-round. She's 12 years old, in the 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood-related. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
What's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? Commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know. I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently, fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
About Renju Okira.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Renju is Soko's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Not to mention an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
6 years ago.
I wouldn't tell you even if my life depended on it. Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dom P, my lips are sealed.
But why, boss?
It's top secret, classified.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it.
Are there any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
About that 6 years ago case.
Give it a rest, Date. You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
I can make it sexual.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that. I can detect your thoughts, remember?
Thank you for your input, Iva.
Just promise me you'll let this go, okay? It's a delicate issue, even more delicate than my patience. So drop it. That's an order. Understood?
I can keep going. Yeah, well, I don't want to be a dick.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right?
Is there any other information?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District. Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't have a cell phone.
I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. Let's see. The menu contains a number of functions such as file, flowchart, options, and guide. This game will autosave, but you can also save manually with save. If you'd like to end the game, you can return to the title screen with the top menu in the top right of the screen. Okay, so let's do manual save. A file allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. It's updated as the story advances. You've got an album photo. You can earn album photos by finding hidden items or clearing a somnium with more than 1 second remaining. You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Okay, well, I don't need that necessarily. That's the flowchart. Let's see. You can check the story's progress and branching points with flowchart. This will be filled out as the story advances. By selecting a chapter and investigation progress, you can jump to any point in the story. Okay, now we don't need to worry about that. We will save. Alright, and why don't we stop it there? This is Apostrophe. You've been watching Somnium Files on Nintendo Switch. It's really interesting. I know folks are familiar with this author of the stories for the Zero Escape games. I've never played those games, so this will be my first exposure to this author and his style and the developer. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I like the setup. I like the the overall genre. It's kind of cool having a sci-fi investigative story. All the voice acting is real professional. I'm really surprised. It's usually a hit or miss thing with the English translations or the English dubs, but they're done really well. And I think if you like visual novels, then this is something that you should probably consider picking up. It is half price right now, so normally it'd be $60, but it's down to 30, which is why I picked it up as well. I'm a little disappointed that they couldn't manage to turn on any sort of aliasing or anti-aliasing, because it does look a little rough, but not so much that I would not enjoy the game. It is available on other platforms, of course, but again, as far as the Switch version is concerned, it's the version that's on sale. So, but you can get it on other platforms if you want. Personally, I think it's really interesting. We'll probably play all the way through it and try to get all the routes. So I would suggest to folks out there that like visual novels as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.